Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hakuna La Planta. My name is Kevin, and today I'm going to show you guys some plants that they're not doing so great. And I mean, y'all can be the judge. I'm going to show all the plants. I think I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3 and a half, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7.5 plants. I thought it was very important to show you guys that I'm not perfect, even though I've had so much success growing plants. I do realize it's important to show the bad along with the good. And so because I've showed you guys a lot of the good, here's some bad. And so yeah, I hope y'all are ready. So before I start this video, if you're new here and you like these kind of videos, I would appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Instagram if you like plant pictures. I post pictures every single day. Okay, I'm stressed because I don't want to show you the first one. I'm really stressed and embarrassed that I have to show you this one, but this plant, the very first plant, and y'all are gonna hate me. Y'all are gonna say, what did you do to it? The first plant is the Philodendron Melanocrism. Not the juvenile one, the gigantic one. Let's just put a few pictures. The huge one, the most gorgeous plant. Yeah, oh, it's not doing great. It's not. I mentioned briefly in a previous video, I'm forgetting, I think it was my philodendron collection video, that I thought something was going on. So I'll just find the clip and I'll just insert it here, and I think I see something about it, but I guess check it out. Okay, so here she is, the Philodendron Melanocrisum. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are the good looking leaves. I don't know what happened. I think I said that I was licking it to the amount of light. I don't know what's happening with this leaf. I think it comes down to light and nutrients, but this is the leaf previous to the new leaf. There's a bug. What is it? There's a bug. So she has a new leaf coming. Look, oh my gosh, look at the leaf, everyone. Yeah, she's still a beauty. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And if I'm still having an issue, I might put her back in soil. Okay, so after that video, I decided to, you know, take a look at the roots. I don't think I was expecting a lot. I kind of made up my mind, which was stupid. I kind of made up my mind that it wasn't getting enough light. And yeah, that wasn't it. Okay, so a month after that clip, I decided to look at the roots, and I was shocked. This has to be one of the most stressful situations I went through when it comes to my plants. That along with a thrips situation a year ago. But yeah, I was really sad. I was really sad and like kind of in crisis mode. And because I was in crisis, I only have one picture of, you know, of me checking the roots, and you can't even see anything, but I'll just put it here. Okay, so I know you guys can't see much, but basically below where the picture is cut off down here, half the root system was rotted away. And it's because the stem that it was attached to was basically rotten. So that's what happened. And I was like, okay, we could work with this. We just need to cut, you know, the rot part off because it was a longer stem. And so I did it, and it already infiltrated upwards. And this is when I started to panic. I was kind of thinking like it's too late to do anything with the existing stem and roots. Yeah. And so I don't know if you could see, but future Kevin, zoom in. Even this offshoot stem that you can see was mushy as well. And you could see that I took a chunk right out of it. Looking back, it totally makes sense why the leaves are getting smaller, why there were some, you know, imperfections developing on the leaves. And it's because the plant lost half of its healthy root system. So the plant couldn't oh my God, I can't talk. The plant just couldn't put out large leaves because it didn't have a large root system. And when you don't have a large healthy root system, then you don't get that big luscious growth. This left me no choice. I had to propagate her. So yeah, I did it. I cut her in 3 pieces. And then there was 1 week where it was a week. Like I thought it would be okay. One of them rotted. And the smell, y'all, the smell. I just was focused on saving the other 2 propagations. But yeah, one of them rotted. So I had 2 left. And yeah, so I guess I'll just grab them. Okay. Okay. Let me. Ew, oh my God, I hate it. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. I need to stop being dramatic as per usual. But it's just like really sad. Okay, so I have them propagating in water in this big vase. Okay, so the first one is this leaf. Oh my God, it was so big. This was one of the smaller leaves too, but she looks so big on camera. So I left 2 notes because I think this leaf was lower in the plant, so the aerial roots were really dry. So I just included the 2 notes here. And there is a new growth point here. I'm hoping this new growth point will push out new roots below it because that tends to happen. But you could see also that there are some roots over there. And then, I don't know. Okay, that looked ooh. I hate this. Oh my God, it's mushy. I'm just washing whatever. It's not rot because it's not squishy, but I'm just washing it off. It didn't smell weird, but you never know, y'all. Yeah. Oh, actually, there's a new growth point on the other side. Right over there. I don't know how long it's been in water. I want to say a month. So that's one. Okay, and the second one, because it was a top cutting, I included 2 notes because I didn't want to lose it. And the root system is growing, which is fantastic, and even the bottom one here. So I'm very happy about that. So this is the newest leaf. Still looks pretty good, but again, you could see how small it is compared to, you know, what it used to be. And this leaf was actually unfurling. Oh my God, it's so sad. But this was unfurling, and because obviously I wasn't giving any nutrients or, you know, it didn't have a healthy root system, this was the result. But yeah, she might be ready to put into LECA. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I do firmly believe still that this plant grows well in LECA. And I mean, the amount of large leaves that it pushed out after I got it a year ago kind of just proves it. I think this was just like an unfortunate event that happened. So basically, guys, what I think happened, this is a demonstration. So I had it in one of these net pots. What I think happened, because I was being very cautious with this plant when I got it, I had like 2 long wicks coming out of the bottom. Actually, there were 4. So I wasn't having the water line hit a 3rd way up just because, and I forgot that this was a thing, the stem of this plant was so long that it was basically hitting the bottom of this pot. And so I think that's why I put the wicks, because I didn't want any rotting along the stem. And then I don't know what happened to me in my brain, but there was one day, I think it was during the winter, I was like, why do I have these wicks? Like, why is that a thing? And so I cut them off, and then I started filling the nutrient solution to the 3rd way point, which essentially submerged the stem underwater. Another factor that I think played into, you know, the rot situation was that I had this plant in, it was getting like maybe medium light, but not like bright and direct light, which these plants essentially need. And because it wasn't sitting in enough light, the roots just rotted away. And that's what I've actually experienced with a lot of plants. When you don't give them enough light, the roots will just rot. But anyhow, the first plant. The first plant is the Philodendron Melanocrism. Okay, the second one is funny to me. I think I'm not devastated because I actually have I want to say like 3 or 4 more of this plant, but the second plant is the Alocasia Silver Dragon. Again, not a terrible situation, but the one I'm going to show you is like completely dead. Before I show you what she looks like, this is a picture. This isn't the plant that I'm showing you, but I mean, I'm just showing you just so you guys can have an idea of what it looks like, because it doesn't look like this now. So here's what she's supposed to look like, and I'll just grab her now. Okay, everyone, are you ready? I'm not ready. It's so funny. Okay. Oh my God. What is this? So yeah, there's not, you know, you can't really save her. She's like, you know, you could hear all the, can you hear all the crispinesses and everything? Oh, here, this one's a good one. Is this ASMR? Do you hear the crispinesses? So I had a couple mother plants. I'm sure you're familiar with it, but I want to experiment them living in Lechuza pond. And so the mamas are still in pond right now, but basically I took some pups that were kind of popping out, this one included, and I was like, okay, I'll have some in soil. So I put 2 in soil. I wasn't really worried about this one, but looking back, the root system was decent, but it wasn't like super large. And looking back, maybe the pot was too big. It isn't a chunky mix. Like I have actually some Lechuza pond in here, some perlite, some LECA you could see. There's charcoal, there's bark, it's coco coir, and to demonstrate that it, you know, it's an okay mix, I have, this is the other healthy baby that I put into soil. And the reason why I think it might be the size of the pot is because I have this in a tiny pot, and looking back, I should have put this one in a pot this size. You could see that there's a huge difference. I think because I've mainly had great experiences growing alocasias in LECA and passive hydroponics, I thought, you know, these plants are water loving and they don't mind taking, you know, more water. But it was a rookie mistake. I totally forgot about the fundamentals when it comes to soil and just, you know, overwatering. And so that's what this is. This is the situation we're dealing with here. Oh my God, I forgot I want to show you the mama too. Okay guys, so the mama's doing fine, but I do want to point out something. I can count here, there's probably 5 flowers. So you could see there are 5 flowers. Some have already opened and they're dying, some haven't opened yet. But I noticed this, and I think I mentioned this in the previous video, but every time your plant pushes out a flower, it robs nutrients from the leaves. So you get leaves that kind of have, oh my God, that would have been a disaster. It almost crashed into the little baby, I'm sorry. But you have situations like, you know, browning on the tips, and I don't know, it's so annoying. So I think I'm gonna cut the flowers off. Also guys, I think it was in a previous video, I was so excited when the first flower came out of this plant, and I'll pop in a clip here if I have it. So this is the first time this plant has bloomed. You could see that there is another one here. I don't know, maybe I'll zoom in because I don't want to, this thing's heavy, but there's one right beside it, so it's gonna bloom again sometime in the future. Okay, so here are the 5 that I cut off into the garbage, and I just want to say I'm really happy that there's a new leaf over here, because there's actually 2 more flowers that are like, they're just too far deep in, like, you know, the whole situation. But yeah, I don't know. So the second plant is the it's so funny, everyone. The Alocasia Silver Dragon. Okay, so the third plant is not necessarily doing bad. I just had an accident where I basically punctured a hole in one of the leaves, and I was waiting. I was so excited. I was waiting for this leaf. I was really, really sad when I did this. But the third plant is the Anthurium WAROCQUEANUM, the Queen Anthurium, and I'll just insert a clip here when I did this. I think this was 2 days ago. So I'm just popping in here because I'm still like in shock that I actually did this, but I'm doing some plant chores today. I have this you know, the pump that I usually use to like water my plants and everything. So the tip is this. So I put this down. I have my WAROCQUEANUM here. Y'all already know where this is going. It was pointed this way. I literally went like this, like this, into it. It went through. So now there's a chunk. Future Kevin, zoom in. There's a chunk right over here, and I don't even know where the piece went. Oh my God, there it is. Are you kidding? This is so sad. This is the new leaf. Well, part of the new leaf, but like this is the new leaf. And like, can we just please? No? Okay. I'm actually really sad, but I know that there'll always be a new leaf coming. So just gotta be patient. Give it a month or two maybe, and we'll have a new leaf, I guess. Okay, so disaster. I'll show you what the leaf looks like now. Look at, wow, hi. Okay, do you know what's frustrating? The leaf is still floppy and you could feel that she's not hardened off. So she was gonna be massive. Like this leaf was gonna be so big. The previous leaf is already a beast, but like, I'm so mad. I am so mad at myself. Okay, third plant, it's not dying, but it's just had a little accident. But the third plant is the Anthurium WAROCQUEANUM. Okay, so the fourth plant is a Syngonium. It's a Syngonium that's been on my wish list. And this Syngonium is a Syngonium rayi. Oh my gosh, this plant, I was so excited to get it. Actually, let's just say I wasn't, because I ignored it and then it just dried up and kind of, you know, died slowly. But yeah, I got this plant 6 weeks ago. It shipped in sphagnum moss, and I was just so excited because you don't see this plant being sold at, you know, plant shops. And because I love the foliage of this plant, I bought 2 little babies. And here they are. Oh my God, look how cute. They look so good. And good thing I bought 2 because, you know, one of them is fine. I'll show you her in a sec. So every time I get a new plant in the mail, I don't disturb it for about a week. But for some reason, I don't know if I was busy, I totally forgot about these ones. And so one day, I just see just this shriveled up situation like at the behind a pot of a plant, and they both look horrible. There was one that looked terrible. That's the one that's dying. And let's just put a picture. This is after I remove the moss, put her in water as one of my rehab strategies. It tends to work. I do recommend if you know it's not going well, just take it out of the medium and throw it into water. And you know what, guys? I wasn't optimistic when it came to this one. I was like, everything is crispy, everything is dry. I feel like if I, you know, put it in water, it's just gonna rot away. But then y'all, oh my gosh. I took off the dead stuff and there was this little green thing. What is that green thing? So I was like, okay, it's not dead, it's not dead. And so because I saw that, I put it under a grow light, and it started growing slowly, and there were new roots coming out from like the new part of the stem. This is her now. Oh my God, y'all can't even see it. You're like, you're just holding a jar of water. I guess you can see it from this side. Look at all that green. Oh my gosh, look. Okay, so the greennesses over here, I'll put an arrow. That was coming out in the previous picture. And now there's like a rayi leaf, like a real rayi leaf. And you could see that she grew some nice roots. And I get to put her into LECA soon. I'm so excited. Still not doing the greatest. I mean, better than it was before, and she's alive. But yeah, she was this plant. She was bigger than the other one, and she just died. Okay, she didn't die. She like, you know, had a hard, you know, midlife crisis. But here's the other one. The other one is like a stunner. Oh my gosh. Look at this plant. Okay, foliage is so pretty. I know it looks like a landlandii, but look at these leaves. And oh my gosh, this one. I'm so excited. I love this plant. Anyways, this isn't about you. It's about the dead one. Obviously, I would put it in a place where I could see it. I don't know why I put it in a place behind a pot. Like, what was I thinking? So put it in a place that I could see it so I could remember to like, you know, water it. Yeah, so the fourth plant is the, y'all can see it, the Syngonium Ray Eye. Are you focusing? Ray Eye. Okay, I'm embarrassed. I like counted wrong. I think there's 9 plants. Okay, so let me grab the next one. So not much to say about this one, but this is the, do you know what? It looks okay on camera because there's still some green and there's 1 or 2 plants in here that are doing okay. But this is the Monstera SILTEPECANA. This pot was so lush, but I again overwatered it. And I think I was just looking at the pot and I was just like, it's a small pot. It's not going to hold on to a lot of moisture. And again, I'm using that same soil mix, but I mean, what a nightmare. There were maybe, how many are in here? There were maybe 5 or 6 plants in here, and now I could only see that 2 are still alive. So yeah, nothing much to say for this one, but I mean, things I would change. Don't overwater. Don't think just because it's a small pot that you could just like drench it with water, and maybe feel the soil. So yeah, the Monstera SILTEPECANA. Okay, the next one's gonna be a quick one too, but the next plant is the, can you tell what this is? Okay, are y'all done guessing? This is an Alocasia golden bone, and this was a little pup. Again, overwatered. There's something with me and alocasias and soil. I just think their roots can take a lot of water. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't know. I have no idea if this is alive still. It looks alive. That's alive, right? The 7th plant, 6th plant, I don't know. Alocasia golden bone. Okay, sorry if I'm speeding. My camera's overheating. I'm also very hungry. My boyfriend is bringing home Chipotle. Oh my god, what do y'all like from Chipotle? Oh my god, I'm like, okay, let me just finish this video. Oh, I don't know what to do with this one. This is the AMYDRIUM medium green. And so I talked about this plant in December of 2020 about plants I regret buying. I'm still trying to give it a chance. I took it out of LECA, put it into soil, and that's where she's living in now. And I'm just frustrated because it's been almost a year and she's only pushed out 2 leaves and this gigantic runner. So let me just show her. So this is the AMYDRIUM medium green. Oh my god. So these are the only 2 leaves it put out. And yep, here's the runner up the bamboo stake here. And I keep tying her down like really tightly because I know they need to, you know, be fooled to thinking that they're latching on. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this is something, but like I said, I don't know what to do. I had this in LECA, it pushed out these 2 leaves, which is great. I now have it in soil. This was like maybe like 3 months ago that I transferred it into soil. The AMYDRIUM medium silver is doing great. It's doing fantastic. And they're right beside each other in the same conditions. And this is what I get from this one. So if y'all know what's going on, please let me know. I have no issues with the silver one. The silver one is so lush. Oh my god, this one is a problem. Like, that is a problem. But yeah, the 8th plant, AMYDRIUM medium green. Okay, and the last plant, I think it's the 9th plant, is the Philodendron Burl Marks Fantasy. So I got this plant, I think it was 10 months ago. She was so cute. She was a wishlist plant at the time. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Like, I had this moss plank situation. I sprayed the moss pole often just to keep the humidity around it, just because I've heard that this plant needs high humidity, specifically when it's in its juvenile form, which this one is. And I think I don't have any pictures because I was just like so sad at how it looked like. But the new foliage, you could tell something wasn't going right. The new leaves were folding in like tacos, and like there's just something not right about them. So I was over it and I was like, okay, let's just, you know, do all these new things, which I kind of regret because I probably put the plant in shock. But I first transferred it into pond. I cut it in half and propagated the other half, and I threw it in a prop box because in my mind, throwing everything into a prop box would help it, which it did. It pushed out a couple leaves. I guess I'll show you her now. This is the Philodendron Burl Marks Fantasy, and I know she looks fine, but situations like this stress me out. This stresses me out so much. This leaf trying to come out in like normal room humidity conditions, not great. And I mean, it kind of happened here, but thankfully it came out nicely. I don't know if I helped it, but oh, this is an old leaf. Okay. But yeah, not necessarily doing like horrendously, but I mean, when you look at the old picture, like that was 10 months ago. And this is all I have to show after 10 months. Like, I'm kind of sad. I really want a mature version of this plant, but you literally can't find it anywhere. So I'm just gonna have to help this grow. I'll see how it goes in Bone, and we're just gonna like hang out for a bit, I guess. Also, let me know if y'all have experience with this plant. I am very curious to know how y'all are growing these plants, because in my opinion, these plants are so slow and they need a lot of humidity. So let me know if that's your experience too. But yeah, the last plant is the Philodendron Burl Marks Fantasy. Okay guys, I guess that's it. I'm so sorry, so much chaotic energy in this video, but like this is a safe place, right? I hope this is a safe place. But yeah, let me know if you have any tips with any of these plants. I'm open to the advice. But yeah, I just want to show you a different side. This is how I see things, at least. Every opportunity like this is an opportunity to learn. And so, I mean, I've definitely learned a ton from all these failures here. And so I don't want to call it failures. It's not a failure. Struggles. All these struggles. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna eat my burrito. And if you've made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.